Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're literally unraveling the fabric of reality itself. We're going to bypass all those complex equations for a second and just look directly at the actual source code of the universe. Okay, let's dive into this. We are demystifying the science of everything, physics. It's a pursuit that absolutely stretches the very limits of our human understanding, taking us from the super mundane moments of our daily routines right up to the awe-inspiring mechanics that govern the entire cosmos. You know, it's incredibly easy to get lost in the high-level math and the sheer massive scale of modern science. But let's actually ground ourselves in the profound origin of the pursuit itself. The root of physics literally just means nature and knowledge of nature. It comes straight from the ancient Greek physis for nature and psyche meaning knowledge of nature. So at its absolute core, this field isn't about, sterile laboratories or staring at intimidating chalkboards. It's really just the fundamental human desire to comprehend the natural world around us. It's the raw philosophical quest for the knowledge of existence itself. The way we define this pursuit has evolved in such a fascinating way through different eras. We obviously start in the ancient era with those deep Greek roots, physis and physike. Then, let's move to and see how this builds. Stepping forward into the classical era, Aristotle actually formalized the study with his famous treatise, Ta Physica, where he systematically dealt with the natural things. Finally, as human history pushed forward into the Latin era, the word morphed into physica. And actually, this was a massive turning point. It's exactly here that the concept crystallized into the highly specific science of natural bodies, forces, and energy that we recognize today. We basically moved from philosophical pondering straight into rigorous scientific inquiry. So today, how do we actually define it? Well, physics is essentially the study of how matter and energy interact. It's the science of how absolutely everything works. And I mean everything. It encompasses the interactions happening right now between the tiniest, almost invisible bits of subatomic matter, all the way up to the incredibly vast, massive galaxies stretching across the infinite dark of space. It looks at how things move, how unseen fundamental forces are pushing and pulling on us every single second of the day, how energy flows through complex systems, and how the sweeping, massive concepts of space and time are inextricably connected to one another. It is entirely too easy to just reduce physics to an endless list of formulas that you strictly have to memorize. But honestly, that completely misses the philosophical point. So the crucial point is, at its heart, physics is a grand, ongoing investigation. It's the active process of uncovering the hidden rules of the universe. It's kind of like holding the ultimate cheat sheet to reality, where you finally get to peer right behind the curtain and decode the actual source code running our world. It's all about dynamic discovery, definitely not just static memorization. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how directly it connects to what you are doing right this very second. These hidden rules we're talking about, they aren't just abstract concepts locked away in some giant particle collider. They actually govern the everyday environment you're sitting in right now. Physics is the unseen architecture behind the gravitational forces keeping you firmly in your chair, the complex thermodynamics warming up your cup of coffee, and the electromagnetism powering the exact device you're using to stream this explainer right now. It is your deeply personal, everyday reality functioning perfectly according to universal law. Because the universe is so incredibly complex, physicists have organized these hidden rules into specific subfields just to make sense of it all. And this brilliantly illustrates how we cleanly categorize our entire understanding of reality. You've got mechanics, which dictates exactly how massive bodies interact and move through space. Then there's electromagnetism, focusing on the intricate interplay of electricity and magnetic fields. Thermodynamics dives straight into entropy, heat, and energy transfer. Optics looks at the fascinating, almost magical wave-particle behavior of how light travels. And finally, quantum physics, which explores the totally mind-bending, counterintuitive world of the incredibly tiny subatomic realm. Each branch acts as a distinct, powerful lens through which we can decode the true nature around us. So, we've traced the philosophical origins of the word, we've mapped out the sheer scale of the cosmos, from those tiny quantum particles up to swirling galaxies, and we've broken down the major branches of this absolutely incredible science. But you know what? The true beauty of physics is that the investigation never truly ends. There are still countless mysteries waiting to be solved, dark matter waiting to be mapped, and fundamental forces to be reconciled. So I leave you with this. Which hidden rule of space, time, matter, or energy will you uncover next? Keep observing, keep questioning, and keep exploring the very fabric of the nature around you.